Hello once again, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Accu-Stats Arena, live from Caesars, Southern Indiana, for the 2020 Derby City Classic. Thank you. This is the 22nd consecutive year we've put on Pool's most exciting event, and it's sponsored by Diamond Billiard Products, by Simonis Cloth, and by Cyclop Pool Balls. We'd also like to thank two additional great supporting companies, Master Chalk and Outsville, for providing our equipment along with Diamond. And we also want to thank all of you, of course, because without you, we don't have a Derby City Classic. Thanks to each and every one of you out there and all of you sitting here live watching. You are the most important part of the Derby City family. All right, we're just about to round third base here in the 9-ball division. 408 started. There are 10 left. 4 players have rebuys. The 2 gentlemen that are going to play in front of you right now each have a rebuy. And there's 2 more players playing out in the Diamond Arena that have rebuys. That's Levan Cortesa and James Aranis. The other 6 players are on their last bullet. With that being said, let's introduce our 2 competitors. From Sioux Falls, South Dakota, certainly no stranger to this center court or center courts around the world. 4 times his picture is hanging up in the rafters here at Derby City to represent his 9-ball division championships. And I think everybody knows that 5 times his name has been associated with victory at the U.S. Open 9-ball championships. Sponsored by VNEA, Q-Tech, Andy Cloth, and Dynaspheres. There's only one. It's the South Dakota kid, Shane Van Boening. Thank you. His opponent from Bad Honnef, Germany. This gentleman is the 2018 World 9-ball champion. He is also the reigning and defending U.S. Open 9-ball champion. He's sponsored by Predator, also by Andy Cloth, and by Gabriel's. Please welcome the killer, Joshua Filler. All right, here we go. Cue ball fouls only, 40-second clock, and I'm going to send it upstairs to the commentary booth now to Mark Wilson and to Jeremy Jones. Take it away upstairs, guys.
SVB and Filler on the last day of the Derby. It doesn't get any better than that unless you get Jeremy Jones on the broadcast. What are your thoughts, Double J?
Well, we talked about at the end of the last round what are the possibilities of the matchups here, and we saw that Dennis Aculio and Aranis had gotten drawn up together. I saw that real quick, and that might be the match, but hard to deny this one, right? Joshua Filler and Shane Van Boening. Shane, the best player in the world in the last, since probably about 2007 overall. Joshua Filler now ranked number 2, but really holds more of the big titles the last couple years than anybody on the planet.
9 on the break.
This is 9 on the break, and it was a compliant break. The 6 and the 3 crossed the head string. And you'll see a lot more of that 9 on the break. Not only does it count here, which is okay, nothing wrong with that, but just the variety of the breaks, right, Mark? You've seen a lot of different types of breaks, so the 9-ball gets kissed around a lot.
And I don't know if you mentioned it because the 9's on the spot, you're saying, right?
Yeah. Yeah, well, you'll see some guys break head-on, which the 2-ball come up and kiss it when you do that. Now the cue ball comes back into the rack a lot. So just get to see a lot more variety, I think.
Drop the 1 on the break here.
Yeah, and a nice starter on the 2. It's kind of a lot of angle, but anytime you're close to it, especially these guys, they can really hold the cue ball up how they want usually. So probably draw to the end rail and back up for the 3. Oh, he's looking at the corner because maybe the side is a little steep.
And he doesn't really like to just float balls in. He likes to stroke them in.
Yeah. And the thing is, the 4 has some pockets up table, so you don't have to get perfect on the 3 to get up for the 4. He can slide over for the 4 by the 6 up in the corner. He can slide over for the side. Okay, he's taking this on in the corner, so I think this could get him out of line more than the side pocket. That's just my opinion anyways.
I think maybe he's worried about coming up one round, bumping into the 6 if he takes the 2 into the side. Now he's back to the side pocket.
I think he can beat it. He's going inside around it. So that tells you how thin it was, and perfect is all with the cue ball.
Really good speed control on a very thin cut, and that's a testimonial to hitting the pocket pure. If you scuff it in there rough, that cue ball gets away from you real easy.
Well, I think it was in the last round. I'm not sure, but it was definitely today. I spoke with Josh Roberts right before, excuse me, this match, and Filler, who opened with the break on a 9 on the break here, and looks like a break and run in the second rack is very possible. But Josh said he played perfect. It was 4-4, and Filler got a little lucky and then ran the last 4 racks, and I believe that was in the last round. So.
Yeah.
You're looking at him continue on from his last match. He's got to play a nice speed control here.
You know, something's kind of funny about luck is that everybody's going to get some. It's just that if you don't run 4 racks, luck doesn't mean anything. Nobody even mentions it. But when it's a guy like this, it can really hurt you with one good fortune.
Yeah, you start to capitalize those letters in luck whenever he runs 4 behind you. So
I always marvel at his talent. This is the only guy that Jason Shaw says shoots straighter than he does. I don't believe that. I think Jason's just being kind. But if there is someone that's a rival, this would be the guy.
yeah.
Tough 9 ball here.
Yeah, medium tough for sure. And one thing about those guys is that, believe it or not, is not as much aiming on those. I mean, they aim with their stance and whatnot, but you can see he wasn't taking like 8 strokes to do the aiming with. He sticks with trusting what he's looking at, and main thing is make a good stroke. So now 2-0. Mark had mentioned that both these guys are undefeated, so we won't lose either of them in the tournament after this match is over.
We saw Shane Van Boening lag, but that's as much as we know about how he's performing today. So he's not even been to the table.
He had a nice win in his last match. Played pretty well. We lost Jason Shaw in the last round. Salim beat him hill in a thriller. And it's weird, just like any other tournament, no matter the format. It seems like when it comes down to the end and the best players are left, you're going to see a lot of close matches. You're going to have to see something special, I think, for guys to really run away with it.
The 1 ball found the side pocket. It was a compliant break, and maybe Filler has a part of a pocket here for the 2. He's down looking.
And he's sitting just off angle on it a little bit.
He figures to dip into the 9 ball here with the cue ball, which will give him perfect position for the 3 if he can connect on this 2 ball.
Yeah, and important if the 4 passes. I don't think it does pass the 8, so he's going to have to, if he does get this down, he's going to have to come back quite some distance on the 3 to the 4.
He was hoping the 9 ball would free itself from the cue ball just a little bit more.
Does he punch across here?
Well, you can see he's having trouble. He had to escalate or elevate the cue to get over the edge of the 9. Now he's talking to the referee about, I think, an all ball fouls call.
Yeah, and he mentioned it, I think Shane asked right before the match started, just to confirm here on the TV table, but it's still just cue ball fouls only. I wonder if he's just going to come across slowly. Oh, wow, what a hit. What a hit. And you know, this table's a little more slick, so anytime you amp the speed up, you have to hit the ball so clean, meaning your tip position can't be off at all. Because anytime you're on the slicker table, the deflection of the cue ball. So a shot like that, man, what a good hit on the 3 ball. Which I'm sure you watched in December. Nobody really played that slick table as well as Filler did last December.
Yeah. What I love about watching him is kind of like what you said. He doesn't take that much time aiming. He's so supremely committed and confident with his shots that he's shocked himself, more so than the audience when he misses one.
Yeah.
You know? And that helps a lot. He never shoots with ambiguity or, I don't know, maybe I shouldn't try. He just goes for it and just is completely committed and has an excellent success rate. 3rd consecutive win from the break now for Filler to start the match. 3-0 is our score.
Yeah, and Filler, I think he's probably got one of the straightest strokes I've ever seen, meaning when the cue goes through, it really doesn't wander one way or another.
No, not at all.
I'd like to know what tool he actually used for that. I know a lot of people have different things they use to try and work when you first start playing to get the stroke straight. But man, when he goes through, it's like perfect.
No, our Q-Tech Synergy scoreboard is wrong. It's 3-0 is the score right now. But anyway, that will be amended. And you're right. Boy, he comes through that ball just pure as it could be. How much fun would it be to have that type of firepower in a play?
Well, as a player, and you're a player, we all feel like we shoot straight at one time or another. Like, knocking balls in isn't a problem, but it's just different watching some of these other guys, I think. Just a little bit higher level.
Rack number 4 about to begin. The 7 ball on the wing. Good success rate with the 1 ball on the side. There it is again. Uh-oh. Now the cue ball's got loose.
Okay, he's going to get a nice shot on the 2 and a 3-9 looming.
Wow.
A little flat here, though. So does he hold and just play the kiss shot on the 3?
Looks like he has a hint of an angle here on the overhead.
To pound it across?
Yeah, or maybe even go forward 2 cushions, but it'll be narrow.
Yeah, the more you get kind of in the middle of the table, pounding this across becomes more difficult. Yeah. I think he's going to...
He got there.
Yeah, he's going to get there for
Barely.
a thin cut.
Yeah, this is not easy.
No.
You know what happens if you miss this one, right?
Yeah, and he's got to be concerned because you don't want to throw this with outside. And if you hit it thin, you have a possibility of scratching cross corner or twice cross corner. So, and he doesn't want to draw the thin cut. Anything like that makes the ball pull a little bit, which will make it more difficult to cut towards the 9. You really like to hit this with like a high ball mark, but there's some scratches really. Or even inside. I might hit this with high inside and run the cue ball to the end rail.
If you just go straight high, there's also the 2 cushion scratch.
Yeah, that's the one I would have been worried about.
He got it down.
And he hit it so clean. He hit it with just a hair of draw, and now 4-0.
What a start. What a textbook start. Started off with a 9 on the break, and now 3 consecutive break-and runs.
And I'll tell you, and we don't have a camera look at Shane right now. He, of course, isn't the happiest, but he keeps his concentration, believe it or not, so well. These last 2 years, yeah, there he is. These last 2 years, being around him, I've seen him 6-0, 4-1 in a race to 5 in big moments, and he's just waiting for that opportunity.
1 ball found the side, the 2 ball and the cue ball are checking up.
Yeah, and he's going to get a thin cut. Yeah, yep. And the 3 very open.
You ever seen 9 consecutive racks run right from the start of the match?
Not in a tournament, no. Okay. I've seen it in some action. I actually had video of myself doing it one time when I was a kid, and I lost that VHS. But
well, get ready. I think you're about to witness something like that coming forward here.
Okay. Could catch 3 rails, probably just 2. Yeah, nice shot.
He's got super momentum. It's going to be hard to stop him. His break is working just impeccably.
Okay, so he's got to move here beyond the 8. Or is he just going to pinch it and take the shot? Okay, that's going to go too much, isn't it? No, it's nice.
Really good. Probably a little closer than you really anticipated, but nevertheless, it's ideal.
Mm-hmm. With the 8 over the side, this just a hair off the rail on the 7 is pretty good. Go ahead.
I was going to say this is perfect position, but you don't want you want proper position, which is a little bit further away, just in case there's an error. But
so this match was supposed to start at 1:30. Of course, as the tournament goes on, they tend to go a little later, but Filler making up that lost time here quickly.
I'll say. Well, 5 from the lag here for Filler. There's our Q-Tech stats. He's batting 1,000. 5-0 is our score.
And Shane ain't got off the bench yet, so he's at nil. But you could see it. I don't know if you noticed it, but when they were lagging and And Filler, when he saw he was going to win the lag, he was very eager, kind of almost a little pep in his step to get ready to break the balls. Okay,
Wing ball
not
went
quite
down.
as good a hit that time as he had. We'll see if the 2's going to get him locked up here. He wants to shoot this cut.
Come on, I want him to shoot too. Not rooting against anybody, but just it was such a good start.
Yeah.
Well, he has to push out now. I mean, it's so ugly you can't bother to kick at this, and
No, and I'm trying to figure out really where to push.
you have to push out to a kick, and maybe that's about the best you can do.
Can he roll out just past the side a little bit where the one's not really playable? But I know you're going to get snookered, but it's probably going to be a pretty soft snooker where you have an easy kick, like where you can clip the 1 and put it on the back rail and just guide the cue ball towards the 2 or something like that. I think that's where I'd roll out, knowing I'm probably not going to get it back, but the kick is not that bad. Because anytime you're rolling out and you know your opponent's going to kick and put the 1 near other balls, like the 6, 7, 9, and 3 are right now, well, you got a chance to kick with a lot of congestion.
Oh, he's going to kick straight in.
He's
Long
going to challenge him.
Yeah.
Trying to cover up the 8 with
nice,
the 2.
Nice idea. Yeah, I approve of that. This is hard to be 5-0 down and come and take this shot on, knowing the ramifications of a big miss here when you power up.
I'll tell you what Shane is so good at, though. If the rail first is playable, he's so good at the rail first shot, he'll take this on trying to drop for a long-distance 2 ball. Now, that's what he checked. He made sure the rail first isn't really much of a percentage play.
Yeah, this is pretty far from the rail here. So
Yeah, and the side pocket's in the way. That's the main thing. That angle, it looks like you want to hit kind of right where the side's at for the rail first. And the good thing about the rail first is you don't have to sell out. Like the 1 can come back up the table a little bit. Yeah. All right, now he hit it with a lot of speed trying to get the cue ball more off the rail. I thought he would play it a little more mild.
if he plays at half that speed, he's okay.
Yeah, that's what I mean. The 1 can come back up on that side rail very easily.
That's a great point, Jeremy.
Well, just imagine where the 1 was at. It's hard to hang it from that angle. Meaning it's so slight, it either wants to go in or get away. So, big shot here for SVB, not a hanger. Yeah, just a little quick. Just a little quick. He's going to be upset about that one because the 2 is very playable on the side. I think he can go with a high ball right between the 6 and the 3, right? Now he's queuing it up and trying to wrap the corner, and this makes me feel like he could get in trouble with the. Oh wow, what a stroke!
Look at that shot.
Excuse me.
Wow, that's a shot for a replay right there.
Yeah, that's a little a la Corey Deuel right there on some of them extreme draw strokes from distance.
To hook that in between the 9 and the 7, and then come back through the 3 and the 9, just beautiful.
Yeah, and had an intended route, but knew that something could go wrong, so put a little more speed on it. Again, I know it looks bad, but Shane just really kind of wanting to get that first game and break the balls to see if he can get back in. It's just a matter if he gets that chance.
And 6-0 is our score. It's all Joshua Filler thus far. Here's a replay. Watch this cue ball action. Right near the 6 after it bends around the 9.
Wow, how close it came to both the 6 and the 9.
And you know, with Shane's shot, I think he could have gone tapered back to speed and picked up a little bit of accuracy there. But maybe, you know, when you haven't shot, it feels better to go through it a little more firmly.
Yeah, and he just got a little quick with it. That's all. I mean, oh my, there's that same kiss.
Wow. Yep. Another 9-ball on the break. 7-0 is our score.
And it just, the 2 is pinned on the back rail with the cue ball up. If the 9 doesn't go, maybe Shane gets an opportunity. But right now, just going exactly how it needs, huh?
Shane's had one chance, and it was a hard chance. And 2 9s on the break, 4 break and runouts for Filler.
And look at Filler. He's getting to that. He's telling Kenny, give me that ball. Give me that ball. Like he's got somewhere to be.
Oh, yeah. Even after the rack, he walks so fast back to his
Right.
chair. Like, what are you? Just relax. It's going to be 2 minutes. Once again, the one ball ranges into the side pocket. No one on this table this week has had the consistency with the one on the side, other than maybe Shane, but we haven't seen him on this table this week
I was
much.
about to say Shane's pretty darn incredible with
He
that
is.
one on the side. I watched it for about a month straight, I think, one time. And okay, can he feather this and go behind, or is he going to put him back on the 9 here? Feather and go back to the 9. Oh, he's going to the 7. It's
It's
close.
quality. No, it's quality. Oh, maybe I'm not right.
Well, it's close.
Oh,
I think
okay.
Shane might. Oh no, it's not. Shane's ripping at this 2-9 here.
Man, go on, man. I think the crowd wants
This is that first break
All
he was
right.
talking about.
Big. The audience wants to get Shane up here too. He wants him to play.
And that's why I like the old rules of no call shot, like in 10 ball and all that, because, you know, you haven't had any break at all. Everything's kind of gone Filler's way as far as opportunities, and
Yeah.
he's taking the full advantage, of course. But you need something to break the momentum sometimes, and
Yeah.
we'll see if something like that helps Shane.
And this is really 9-ball here. You know, I mean, that's the way we always grew up
Yeah.
playing, and it's just part of the game, and you even planned for that.
Shane, cue ball has to be all the way in. Good, thank you.
Okay. Mark had mentioned how Filler had been the best at making the one on the side. I think you're going to see pretty good results here.
1 ball's down.
With
9 balls
89.
down. All right. Here we go. You know, it's ironic. We've had 3 9-balls on the break here. 0 the rest of the week.
Really?
0.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah. Just the right kid. You send that cue ball through the middle, he gets 9-ball action, but the problem is it also gets cue ball action, so you
Yeah.
scratch on it just as often as you make the 9. But when the 9-ball's racked on the spot, that is the preferred break.
Yeah, and you know, these guys always are going to figure out ways to make balls usually, but I like the rule as far as you still see some variety. You see, you know, not playing shape on the 1. You see, anytime they have to cut them with a little speed, you can see some mishits. That's where he was breaking when I watched him practice.
Needs that 2-ball to get to the pocket.
It did.
Non-compliant.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yeah, he made the 1. He crushed him. 7-ball went down. And then look at the starter shot for Filler on the non-compliant break.
I think he might draw off this 9 with a little low left English here, right? Trying to open him.
Yep.
No?
Well, he's going to work it back. The 5-ball is pretty heavily defended, so he's going to do something there.
I thought that was okay to take a little chance there with that one. You're going to hit the 9 real solid and come off the 9. A 3 is very available. Of course, he's going to draw into that position there, or play a safety on the 5. You going to play the bank?
Down the way you're saying? Yeah,
I think it goes cross side.
Hyper aggressive. I thought he'd play a more
nice
conservative position approach where he wouldn't get behind the 9. In this case, he didn't, but he certainly took a chance. It's turned out just perfect.
Well, when he didn't shoot the 2 and bust him open, I still felt like he was looking offensive. Just, you know, that's just something you can bet on with Filler. He's looking offensive. So nice seeing the 3 and 4 real close to that problem and producing a nice breakout. 2 rails out of the corner here. Okay, so quickly to the hill here at 8-2.
Wow. Well, this is like a blitzkrieg or something. This
Haven't heard that word in a long time.
Yeah. Has Shane had 2 innings or 1? Let's see.
We had a long one
He had
ball.
that missed one, and then here a non-compliant break. So that's his 2 innings, right?
Yeah, he's had 2 innings. He missed a 1 ball, then he fluked in the kick, and then had a non-compliant break in the 2nd inning. So
Filler's had 3 innings, and we've had 10 games go off, and
yeah,
wow.
you definitely didn't have a chance to use the restroom in this one. That's for sure. You'd miss the entire match probably.
This is a high-performance pool.
Okay, the 2's going to kiss the 9 and give up a shot. So
It's
probably looking like first loss for Shane Van Boening. I hate to get ahead of myself, but Filler doesn't make mistakes with open tables.
I'm gonna have to get my closing ready already.
Yeah, it felt like we haven't even opened.
Yeah, I normally like to settle into the match a little bit.
Okay, it looks like he's got to pinch this, draw it past for the 4 in the corner, the opposite corner of the 3 here. He could just hold there, though, right, for the 4 in one of the upper corners.
I think he's going 1 rail. Oh, no.
Never
Look
mind.
at this.
Never mind.
Good Lord.
Yeah, he could have went about 1.5 feet or 6 inches, and now he'll draw it around with a lot of spin. Might catch the rail by the 7. I'm not sure. Oh, he put it inside.
And he could see the angle better than we could.
Yeah, the camera
doubt.
fools us, huh?
Yeah. Now, this has landed a little funny. This is not that easy.
He can cheat the pocket so well, though.
Oh, good shot there. That was that stun, just trickle of draw, muscle it back a little bit.
He wanted a hair more, but this is enough for him.
That's all the table will give him. Oh,
Ooh,
got
that's
to the
gotta
wrong
slow
side of the table
down
here,
there.
Jeremy.
Yeah. Just a smooth top inside English here.
Whew. Just a smooth one.
Yeah. Well, I
just
mean,
a
there's plenty of
smooth.
angle to get it going, so a lot of people overhit that.
Yeah.
You see how he just hit it easy, making sure.
Floated it in there.
Yeah. Nice shot. Uh-oh. Is that going to get there? Yeah, he put outside spin, and I was wondering there. I mean, he's going to be okay. And I don't see guys miss many of these, but anytime you're close to it, the aiming can be a little funny.
Does he draw out of the side pocket then, I guess?
I don't think he can beat it with
he can
inside.
beat it. Yes. Oh, just a stellar performance, yeah. And take a look at our Q-Tech Synergy TPAs here. Final tally, what does that say?
984 to 714.
984. 714 is Babe Ruth's home run total, and that's not indicative of Shane Van Boening. He only had 2 innings, right?
Sure.
So look at this. Filler broke. He got out from the break 7 times and erased a 9. That was a exactly 14-minute match.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't get these type matches, but here at the final day of the Derby. Well, Jeremy, thank you so much. You're not going to get overtime on this one. This has been an Accu-Stats video production. Any republication or rebroadcast without Accu-Stats written permission is expressly prohibited. This has been our time for this time. So long.
Introducing Lucasi Hybrid, a whole new level of performance and technology. A cue with the revolutionary X-Shocks dampening system, eliminating vibration. G5 grip technology for enhanced traction and stability results in maximum cue control. Total sweet spot construction means unmatched power. And the Zero Flex Point ferrule provides dead-on accuracy, giving you the confidence you need in every shot. Lucasi Hybrid, the only cue that matters.
Introducing the patented Simonis X1 Chalk Dust Removal Tool. In order to keep billiard cloth playing like new, it needs efficient cleaning. With that in mind, Simonis devised and developed a totally innovative accessory, the Simonis X1. Now, you don't need a brush that pushes chalk dust around the table or into the weave, or a vacuum that can stretch and damage cloth if used improperly. The Simonis X1 quickly and quietly extracts chalk dust from the cloth and retains chalk particles in this revolutionary high-tech structure. How? The Simonis X1 works using static electricity and capillary action. Apply light pressure and use a rapid back and forth motion instead of the exaggerated pressure which is needed with a brush. The X1 gets the job done quickly, quietly, and efficiently. After cleaning the table and cushions, you can use the Simonis X1 to delicately brush the playing surface in parallel lines in order to give the cloth a well-kept and groomed appearance. The high-tech textile structure of the Simonis X1 possesses a high absorption capacity and can easily retain the dust of half a cube of chalk. That's a lot of chalk. Cleaning the Simonis X1 is easy. You can release the dust absorbed by the high-tech textile structure to restore its initial effectiveness. To do this, you can vacuum the face of the Simonis X1 or simply beat or slap the underside of the Simonis X1 with your hand to release the dust. It's as simple as that. Thank you. We hope you enjoy the revolutionary new Simonis X1.